Hey guys, welcome down to the bench. Today I'm going to show you what is inside and how to clean this fire button. So come on over to the bench and let's take a look. Leo,
It's time to meet me in the game room.
Alright, this is an ugly ColecoVision Atom controller, the white ones, but they work the same as the regular. They're just white. Some people like them in their regular machine. Whatever, it's whatever you like. Let's open this up. Let's talk about these fire buttons. Different screws. Somebody's been in there before. Oh well. These things are old now. Most likely somebody's going to be in there. So that's how they come apart. And that still stays connected. That's fine. This doesn't look so bad. It's cruddy. See this? That is a broken off tab from right here. So this thing wouldn't have turned to the left very well, would it? That's part of that tab that's broken off. So look at this over here. Spare parts. I'm not going to fix that right now, really. I just want to get into this fire button. But yeah, look at these loose connected things. Look how loose that just pops right off of there. So this whole controller really needs a good upgrade, and it'll get it. Okay, we'll get all this dirty stuff out of the way. And again, you're gonna see me leave this connected because these ribbon cables are very thin, and getting them seated back in here is a pain. I don't like to do it, so I'm not going to. What you can do, and what we've done in the past, is you can get some alcohol in here. Now, you can see right there in the switch, beside the black plastic, you see a little bit of circuit board. Now, the plastic just slides back and forth on two brass rails to make the connection when you push it in. I'm going to pull these switches off of this board and open them up, and we'll show you what's in there. Again, if you don't have a desoldering iron, please get a desoldering iron. This will save you so many headaches.
Nice. Cool. Yeah.
Not so bad, right? Like the big power switch on the ColecoVision, and like a lot of these switches, they're built the same way. This metal housing wraps over a small circuit board that holds the pins in place that solder through the board. So there's little tabs. You can see them right there, there, and there on the sides. So we want to try to bend those up. And a pair of needle nose, angle tip needle nose pliers. Works out pretty well. But be careful, because you can pinch your fingers real easy. Alright, now those are bent out of the way. Look at, you can pull apart this and don't lose the pieces. Okay, so there's what's in there. A little brass contact rides on these two rails. You can see how filthy those rails are, and black from burning. So we will clean those and clean that up. Ooh, if we don't lose it. Again, tiny pieces, so don't lose your stuff. In the top, there's not really anything you need to mess with. There's a spring in there, and that's what works the button action. It's tight right now because this leg is bent. There we go. So that's all there is for the top. You can kind of leave that alone. Don't lose that spring. I say it every single time, but again, this is old metal and you need to treat it. We have a little bit of Bright Boy on a Q-tip. Bright Boy is a metal polish. If you don't have Bright Boy, whatever metal polish you have will work. And get in here and polish the metal of these rails. You can already see that it's lightening up quite a bit on this side. Alright, look at that. I barely touched it. Very cool. And get the other side as well. I'm just using the other side of the Q-tip here to buff out any of that stuff that's might linger, any residue. But really, look at the shine. Look at the shine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the new dielectric grease, just a little bit here for these contacts and this connection. That'll help it from burning up in the future, or at least not so quick anyway. And that'll help hold the little slide piece back while we put this together, like so. So now that that is greased up, polished, you get your slide back on there. You want to just drop it back into the housing. Put the slide down to the front end here and drop that back into the housing the same way it came out. Okay, and then you can hold that down and bend these tabs back in if they want to go back where they were, so they usually bend back into place pretty easy. Alright, that looks pretty good, and we know that inside this thing is rebuilt. So what I'm going to do is the same to the other side, and I'm going to put this thing back together. One last thing, make sure that you remember which way you took this out. When you take these apart, you can put this in either way. There's a slot on the plastic for the little sliding part to go. So I had just put this back together backwards and I had to take it back apart, and there it is again. Okay, now I'm going to throw the control back together. Something preventative here. I've gone in, I soldered these wires onto the board, so these tabs that break, now it won't matter. I've replaced the broken left with the spare part I had, and we've taken apart, cleaned both those fire buttons, cleaned off this pad. This controller is far from clean. It's very gross actually, but it's clean enough for now. We're going to put it back together and test it out and show you the repairs that we made. Alright guys, it's back together. Still could use a little more cleaning, but this thing feels good, and we've got it plugged into our ultimate ColecoVision. I'm going to turn you over to the TV. Let's see what we get. There we go. Nice, our fast BIOS mod. So our left trigger works fine, that's good. Feels good. That's alright. So what you can see here, let's see, left jump's working, right jump's working. Awesome. So there you have it. That is how to get inside and what is inside and how to clean the fire buttons on your ColecoVision controller. Cool? So that's it. Any questions on that? Leave a comment down below. Other than that, we will see you in our next video. And thank you everyone again for subscribing and all the comments and everything. It's really been great. Awesome. You guys rock. Game on, peeps.